apologise for being a few minutes late, but I am here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance and associated programs, and I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on today and what we have planned. Okay, so We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty. We have our foundations firmly in place now, and we are expanding our economy for the benefit of all our members. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Excuse me. And I'm going to head over there now to make sure that things are working. I don't see any chat coming up here. So I'm hoping that things are working as they should be. So I'm going to Facebook and I'm going to look for We Share Abundance Publicly group, and I'll be looking for the 11th of May. And so far so good. And we have Deborah Nichols in from Southern Alabama, USA, top of the comments list. She's beaten Lewis to it. In fact, I've not seen Lewis in YouTube. He's normally the first. And then we've got Richard from Devon, UK, and Norman from Doncaster, UK. And because I'm late, we'll be getting started in just a minute with a little short prayer to help us on the path to true happiness. True happiness is what we all seek. Unfortunately, or fortunately, you can't buy it. You have to earn it, and you can only earn it through loving service to other people. I admit that you can with, if you have funds, sometimes without funds, you can get momentary pleasure from things, but true lasting happiness that leaves you contented and actually helps everything that you want and need in life flow to you can only be achieved through loving service to others. You start chasing money, yeah, you can, if you're really good at it, which very few people are, you can get your money and you can buy the car and the house and pay off your debts and do all sorts of things, and you'll get pleasure from doing that, but it won't build that lasting happiness. You'll always be wanting more. There'll always be that stress and struggle in your life because you don't understand that true happiness comes from that loving service to others. Okay, we've also got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK. And so let's get started right now with that little prayer. And hopefully you'll take it to heart and find that true lasting happiness for yourself. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member may find the joy of service, and through service bless each member that they may attract into their life true happiness and everything they want and need. Amen. Yeah, it is a fact. You concentrate on service, and the more service you offer to people in any format, without thought of reward, everything that you want in life will start flowing to you. You'll be amazed at how perfectly it all works. We are an organization that is a little bit unusual because we're non-separatist, and that means we don't recognize the superficial differences that all human beings have. Height, weight, size, color, all those things. We accept people of every color, class, creed, continent, country, educational level, gender, financial status, and we don't think of them in any of those terms. We just see everybody is a human being, built in the image of God, and totally unique. And so everybody has something unique to offer our community, and so is of equal value to our community. And we have a little affirmation that helps us with that, helps us shed any prejudice and keep that non-separatist ideology. And that goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. Who have we got? We've got Buzina in as well from Edinburgh up in Scotland. Kingsley letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. We've got Andrew in from Friday morning in New Zealand. And I hope your weather's good. It's been a little bit mixed here. It started out cloudy earlier this morning, and then I got back from taking Cody for a walk, and I didn't expect it to rain, but it threw it down. It was really heavy, and then gradually it's cleared up through the day, but it looks like it's getting back towards possibility of some rain. So hopefully it'll stay away until we do our last walk at probably when I finish here, and we'll keep dry. Okay. Right. Devyani and I have spent quite a bit of time together today discussing how we are moving forward with lots of things. One of the things, of course, is, as I've let you know, we are planning to move our coins onto the Binance blockchain. Initially, we'll do it with the WIS Abundance token, and then once we've got that all running and sweetly and smoothly, we will be working with the WISA token. It'll help us to build the liquidity. It'll help members because they'll have a choice of wallets. You don't have to have the Waves wallet, and it won't be hidden away in Waves where it's hard to find because Waves class it as unverified. We have applied for verification on 2 occasions, and we got turned down the first time, and we've not heard back from the second time yet, but I don't hold out any great hopes, I've got to be honest. But it doesn't matter because we won't be there for very long. We're not going to be moving immediately. It's probably going to be at best a couple of months, I would think. It may be a little bit quicker, but it's likely to be a little bit longer as well. So, but it is coming, and it will be a great benefit in helping us achieve that liquidity. It'll help the members move their coupon tokens faster when they want to sell them. And when we get time in the background, we'll be working on putting the necessary bits and pieces into our development, the programming, so that when we do say we're going to switch over, it'll all be in place. The other thing is Remuno. We can and we have all the code in place to implement it, but I'm not doing. I've been onto them, and they are adamant that they can't do anything about their fees. That's what they are. Well, that's not acceptable. We are going to now put in what's it called? It's one that quite a number of members have used anyway, because now payments it is, because one of the third-party plans that we recommend or we don't particularly recommend, but we have in our downline builder, or multiple income streams. I can't remember what it's called, but it uses now payments. And so I know a lot of members will have experience with now payments, and their fees are more acceptable. So we'll be doing that. Hopefully it won't take too long. They seem to have, from what we've been looking at, everything in place much better than Remuno had. In fact, we ought to build Remuno because we've helped them get their system sorted out. But that's one of those things. Okay, so we are actively getting an additional crypto payment option in. We have coin payments there, and it works great if you're in a country that can use coin payments. But if you're in a country that can't, well, there you go. So that's why we have to put in another option, and that will be now payments. And with a bit of luck, we'll get that programmed very quickly. Whether it'll be done in a day, I think, is optimistic, but we'll see how we get on with it tomorrow. I've been busy, and I didn't even get to the. I don't know what I've been busy with actually. I've been just doing everything that needs doing on a regular basis, but I didn't get to the analysis of the latest proposal on the Fun Miracles website. That is at the top of my priority list for tomorrow now. So we'll hopefully get that sorted out tomorrow and see if there's anything that we need adjusting. And if there isn't, then we can get the order placed. It may need a little bit of adjustment on the way that they want the pricing, because I know what they want for the pricing. I've not looked at it yet, but I know that what they want, and it's not what I want. So as long as there's room for a bit of compromise there, I can't really see any problems, because we've discussed everything in depth, and it should be right. So it might be placed tomorrow, might be Monday or Tuesday of next week. I think we will be in that sort of situation, but I can't promise it. Of course, when I do place the order, the share value, if anybody wants to buy shares, will go from $100 each to $150 each. And once they start working on things, they will get progressively more expensive as we get nearer and nearer to launching that site. I've also been talking with another person that I was talking with a long time ago, and we lost contact. And this is game development as well, but this was an idea I had for a game. I've often talked about our journey as being a voyage of exploration, uncharted waters, like the old Columbus job, the Pinta the Nina and the Santa Maria, discovering America. Whether he did or not is a moot point, but that sort of thing. And sailing for the new land of New Eden, the safe harbor of abundance, and I had this idea for a game more like one of the I don't know what they call them, but the games that you play that aren't, they require skill learning to play them. you know, we get blown off course, and how do you get back on course, and maybe we run out of food and have to find an island where we can go and pick some coconuts or whatever, you know, this sort of thing on the journey. All sorts of hazards along the way. And I got back in connection, you know, connected to this guy again, pretty much by chance. And we will probably pursue that one as well. Whether we'll be able to allocate the points in the same way, I don't know, but it'll be fun to play, and it'll give you something to go for. So there'll be that fun game, as well as this the trivia game that we have with the win 7 games and win a lot of money. This other game will be arcade games. I think they call them like arcade games, don't they? It'll be more like one of those. There won't be any shooting people and getting shot and things. But there will be hazards and ways to overcome them. So that will be implemented. He's got a lot of work on at the moment, he says, and he's not come back to me with a time scale for getting started on it. But I think that'll be an interesting development as well, and it'll be something a little bit different, and it will hopefully get the idea across of what we are about, you know, the good ship Hope, and the challenges that we've had be represented in hazards along the way. Okay. I was hoping to do a video, but they take me so long, so I just quickly wrote an explanation about where the cash comes from for Beyond Infinity, because unless you understand that, you think, well, it's impossible. And so I wrote an explanation. Maybe I'll get around to doing a video at some stage, explaining how it all works and where the cash comes from, because to get what is basically a 10,000% return in 12 months is not feasible through trading. It's possible, I suppose. Anything's possible if you are really lucky and you don't have any losses and things, but even the best traders have losses along the way. If you look at Vortic, they've always got losses every week, just that they have more wins than they have in losses. They share their results, and they let people know what's going on with their trading, and you'll see there every week they have losses, but they have more wins than they have losses, and that's what the good traders do. They know they're going to have days where things don't go so well, but they're experienced enough to make sure that overall they win every week. But getting back to Beyond Infinity, it's not based on trading. It's based on something that is already there. The profits are already there. It's just a case of how they allocate them. It's surplus funds for these guys that have done very well in life, and they have more money than they know what to do with coming in now, because they've built some very good businesses, and they've invested very well, and they're at a point where their investment income is so large that they can't spend it themselves, and they understand that to be happy they need to serve other people. The same thing that we try and teach, and so those profits are there. It's just a case of they distribute them in proportion to the deposits that you make in the plan, and how you let them, and as they grow and this sort of thing. But with the new car plan, you can do what you want with that plan if you have some cash. If you don't, well, you can still benefit from Beyond Infinity for $15. You just got to wait until your turn comes to start dipping into those profits. But I got a message out about that today, and hopefully that'll help a few people understand where these funds are coming from. I keep getting emails from Ella Fund, and I've not had time to even read them properly. But let me see if I can find, I think it's here. It says payment notification. On Thursday, all Ella Fund holders will receive weekly dividends on BNB network. Please check your personal wallet. If you still do not have Ella on BNB, you can swap up to 2,500,000 Ella every 60 minutes in the Ella controlled bridge. I don't like these bridges, but anyway, it's one of the reasons I'm moving away from Waves. To gain more Ella coins, please share your link each and every day on social media or personal ways. I don't know whether or not you are able to actually capitalize on the tokens. I know we've got quite a bundle of them because we introduced a lot of people and they were giving away, I don't know, I can't remember now how many you got for everybody you introduced, but we've got a lot of those tokens. So if anybody has been getting those messages and they know how it works and they've been able to cash them in, if they're on that BNB network, do they have the exchange available? I don't know. But if anybody knows and they are being able to convert Ella tokens into cash, let me know, and let me know how you do it in as simple a way as possible, please. Okay. I know people have asked me about Ella. I don't know anything about it. I just thought it was a sound project that they had running in the background, and the tokens were just there as a gift anyway. So, or how it's progressed, I don't know. I've not had time to check up on it, but I have been seeing these emails coming through, and I've not had time to follow through on it and see what's going on. But there you go. When we do change over our token, you will need a wallet other than the Waves wallet. Obviously, Waves wallet is for the Waves exchange, and we won't be on that exchange anymore. There are some, I don't know how many there are. I know that Trust Wallet and MetaMask are both available for that. I think there's one, I was going to say Equity, but it's not Equity. It's something like that. I think that one also handles them. There's probably a lot, but I don't know. So once again, anybody that is more conversant with that side of things in crypto, if they can make a list of available wallets that we will be able to then look at and say, okay, all these wallets are available. It won't matter which you choose and which you use. I don't think when we implement everything. But I'm not sure. It may be that when we automate the withdrawals in the same way that they're automated now from the available cash wallet, it may be that they have to go to a specific wallet. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, and neither does Devyani, in all honesty. But she's been swatting up on it, and if need be, we'll get in a more knowledgeable crypto person to help us out with things like that. But we are trying to learn what we can as we go along. But anybody that has good information on that, by all means, let us know. The best way is through the support desk. That way it doesn't get lost, and we can keep it, and we can take action. Okay. I don't have anything more to tell you, I don't think, but I do have numbers, and so I'll give you those before I forget. In the last 24 hours, we had another net increase of 4 in our registered members to 38,940. As I say, I don't want to see this going up too much too quickly, because I want to get us in a position where the income that we will be generating very, very soon from the Turnkey Cash Cow plan and from the Fund Miracles and from various other projects that we have going, and of course also from the compounding of some of the third-party plans. We want to be able to use that and get the existing members into a good position. So I don't want to see it growing too quickly, but it is growing nice and steadily. You know, a few a day is good fishing. We also had a net, not a net increase, just an increase of 4 in the active members to 3,605. And the Poverty Crusher plan is continuing to make sure that we have decent revenue share every day from logging in to Multiply WISA. Another $1 added into the bonus pool. It's now at $10,145. At one time it was going up, 15-20 cents a day. It had dropped down to that level because of the lack of activity. But since we introduced Poverty Crusher, and Poverty Crusher is consistently picking up more and more, and I keep seeing it, then that is influencing the Multiply WISA revenue share. So it's all good news, really. I can't see any questions. Let me check. Yesterday I omitted to scroll down, and I've done the same again today. So what have we got? We've got Musab Khan in saying hello. Kingsley says Coinbase wallet. Possibly, I don't know. I don't know whether they'll take the Binance Smart Chain tokens, but they may do. I got kicked out of Coinbase a while back for whatever reason. I never got a reason from them. I kept giving them information that they wanted, and they kept asking for more things and things that weren't available to verify my account. And in the end, well, no, I'm not kicked out actually, but I'm not allowed to trade or get in and do anything. And my balance in there is only like $2 or something, so I'm not too miffed. Okay, we've got Akpamade in as well from Nigeria. Let's check in Millenap and see if we've got anybody in there and any questions. I'm scrolling down. Ah, Lewis is there. Not in his usual place at the top of the list, but he's in. So welcome to Lewis from Portugal on YouTube. I'm scrolling down and looking. Somebody, let me have a look who that is. That's on Facebook. Deborah says, I've now reinvested my earnings from Inertix. I now have $34 working for me for another 40 days. Okay, good. Hopefully you'll get paid. They stopped at one time. They were just automatically sending me withdrawals, even though I didn't request them. And now, even when I request them, I don't get them. Whether or not it's going to be a valid site, they are still in their initial coin offering situation. I think they're in stage 3 of 5, and they're running those for maybe a couple of months each stage. When they get through all that, are they going to then put that into the liquidity pool so that you can trade the token? Because in all honesty, we've got about $6,000 in that plan. I'm thinking of the right one, aren't I? Let me just check. I think it's in Inertix that I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is. We have 4,063 in our account balance, and we've got 2,135 in any tokens. So over $6,000 in there. If it gets to the point where we can do something with it. Anyway, let's see. So it's working for Deborah, and that's good news. Okay, back to the Melon app, and no further questions there, and that's all I've got for you folks. I don't know where the time goes to. I thought I was going to get an awful lot more done today than I did, but we'll have the same amount of time, and it's just how well we use it. And perhaps I didn't use it as well as I thought I should be doing today. So maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe tomorrow a new romance, no more sorrow, but that's the chance. You, hi, getting old, I suppose. You've got to take if you're, etc. Not very good. Okay, I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow. 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly with the latest updates and news. It'll be the end of the week. Hopefully we'll get a lot of things accomplished and have a good, solid weekend polishing things up. Until then, Auf Wiedersehen, and I'll see you later, alligator. A lot easier than Roy Orbison. In a wild crocodile, Bill Haley and the Comets. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile.